All right, YouTube, Instagram, social media. You already know what it is. It is another episode. My brother and me. That's my brother over there. D-Ski in the place to be. I'm me, Ted Rock, kicking the bebop. And you know, today we going well, matter of fact, we're gonna let my brother introduce the topic. My apologies. Go ahead. Go ahead, OD. Are you already
Uh,
fired off? I mean, you just gotta go
I
second here.
mean, this, like I said, man, this is your thing. You know, uh, Mr. Theodore here called me up and said, "Yo, D, I got some more to vent about, and it's gonna be a weekly show." I said, "Okay." I said,
Yeah, man. This week in Trump news, that's what's going on. Because apparently every week is going to be a roller coaster. And let's go ahead and get right on into it. We gonna call this one Smoke, Mirrors, and Reality. You understand what I'm saying?
okay.
There is a lot going on as we speak right now. There's somebody in offices, whirling up another list of people to fire. From my understanding, another 1,400 people from the VA are scheduled to get fired. So I mean, another, I don't know what the first round is, but this is another mass round of the VA. So I mean, well, all you people that voted for them and stuff like that, you veterans and stuff like that. I mean, what do you think that is going to do for your wait time? I mean, I've heard y'all complain about the wait time that it takes for y'all to get in there anyway. You understand what I'm saying? But it seems to be a lot of groups that have voters remorse, so to speak. Now, whether some of this is internet generated, but I've been seeing some things on Instagram, Facebook, but different news clippings. Like this clown and one of the Blacks for Trump members. Now all of a sudden, first off, he's a clown in the first place. Blacks for Trump. I mean, what did you get?
Hold on, what's his name? Who is this? What's his name?
Man, listen, what is this guy's name? I was gonna leave the guy nameless, but all right, you want to go ahead and go there? Let's see here. Blacks for Trump member who was upset because one of his friends got laid off. He wasn't upset at none of the other bullshit that's been going on. Hey, y'all, for disclaimer, it's gonna be harsh language every now and then. A little fired up there. But what is this guy's name? Uh, here he is. Malik Abdul. Yeah. Somebody named Malik Abdul had no business voting for Trump in the first place. Or trying to encourage anybody to vote for Trump. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There was all kind of suckers that got sucked up in the vacuum, and now what happens is that now we realize that grass ain't green on the other side of the fence. My brother there told me that what did Trump tell the black Democrats? What did he tell us?
And yo, they might as well vote for him. They got nothing else to lose.
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
What do
No,
you got to lose?
yeah, something to that effect. Yeah, what do you got to lose? Yeah, I mean,
Now we're losing a few things. What has this dude done? He has deleted the nationwide database for police misconduct. Now, who does that affect the most? People of color. You understand what I'm saying? Why did they do that? Same reason why he started pardoning folks as soon as he started getting in there. Helping the cause, the MAGA cause, making America great again. Well, for you ignorant folks out there that didn't know exactly what making America great again was, is that from my understanding, I saw this in a quotation clip, and I'm trying to make sure that we post this, that he said he wants to bring America back to the biological state of the country. Well, biological basically means like your birth parents and things of that nature. So let's take it on back to the beginning. Well, if we take it on back to the beginning, guess who was in the cotton fields? Picking and shucking. You understand what I'm saying? Because that was the biological nature of this country. You understand what I'm saying? And all he said, he wants to bring it back again. And my brother over there pointed out that, a lot of people, when he tells you what he's going to do, you understand what I'm saying? What do you say, D?
and he tells you what you're gonna do, and people just don't listen. You know what
Or
I'm
think, or think he
saying? And
bullshit.
don't let they, yeah, they can be bullshit. And hey, he pulled that executive order, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And get shit done right
And
under your nose.
in a whirlwind, blurry blitz of moves. And now, for you people that think I'm just arguing because the black thing, well, not exactly the case either. You know, I talked to this guy up in Pennsylvania, man, and tell you this white dude, older white dude, and this is right after Trump had won the election, and he was hot. You understand what I'm saying? And somehow we got on that subject, and he was like, yeah, he said, yeah, damn right, I'm pissed. He said, because there's a fucking madman in charge of my Social Security. And now, what did one of Trump's cronies say about Social Security for you old folks? No offense when I use the word old folks, because I ain't no spring chicken myself. I'm looking forward to Social Security. But apparently, one of the Trump officials calls Social Security wrong as administration lays groundwork for massive cuts. Well, now, don't get me wrong. I understand the economy was in a bad shape, which is always bad for the incumbent administration or the current administration. But this guy is prepared to run a doozy, and he ain't shown no love to the middle class, the underclass, and whether that's his voters, MAGA supporters. His boy Steve Bannon had to warn him that, hey man, a lot of your supporters are on Medicaid. You're making massive cuts to Medicaid as well. So I
Hey,
mean,
but look, hold up. I'm sorry, not to cut you
oh,
off.
go ahead.
I just want to say this though. Last time we had talked, I kind of got on our own, our black people. You know what I'm saying? But this time, I'm about to get on these white folks. Look, it is widely known. I have seen plenty and plenty of videos. Look, just watch the History Channel. You can see them. You know what I'm saying? Where white folks will dig their own graves just to stick it to black people. You know what I'm saying? They don't care what it does to them. They if it benefits black people, nah. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care if it hurts them. So, you know, I'm sure they care about the Social Security and everything, but you flip it when they flip it to them like, yo, black people ain't getting it either. Oh, okay, makes it all better. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but whatever.
Right on. So let me get back to the smoke and mirrors. Speaking of black people, what this dude decided to do was to go ahead and throw us off and appease us a little bit. And what I can say is, unfortunately, my rock solid brother over there seemed to be shaken up and appeased by this next concession. That Trump did. It seemed he was thrown off for a minute too. Yeah, I was disappointed in you, Broham.
Well, what are you talking about? What are you
When
talking
I
about?
announced that Trump was putting in the national, I guess the White House got a National Guard of Heroes. He's putting up a statue for Kobe, Muhammad Ali, and Jackie Robinson.
Hey, hold up. Time out.
Yeah,
Time.
talking about what? Talking about what? What I told? Huh?
What did I say? What are you talking about?
You was like, oh, you look, your eyes lit up. And then when you made the comment, you was like, well, that's more than the Democrats did. See, that is the
Yeah,
point we're talking
hold
about
up.
right
I
there.
was on hold up. Time out. Because
Okay.
look, this is
Uh-huh.
this is this is on national TV. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna
Right.
make me look like I really thought that was something. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
I could
All
give a
right.
goddamn about some damn statues.
All right.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Because again, those people were alive. I ain't see no monuments when they were alive, no flowers when they were alive, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So don't do it now. You know what I'm saying? But I was just awesome. It is more though than the Democrats did though.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The Democrats was doing funding in different programs to this
No,
asshole.
they're not. They're not funding shit.
Okay, well, how
They
about
ain't
this?
funding shit.
Under a Democrat regime, we got
We
the
ain't getting no
nationwide
statue.
database for police misconduct, and now that's been
We got a
taken.
what? What we get?
the nationwide database for the police misconduct
What does that mean?
that, that Trump is taking away.
What does that
Basically
mean? You did
the shit
what
to
now?
keep the nationwide database for police misconduct.
No, I'm saying, what does that mean? What is that?
Oh, the shit that keeps track of, when they be like such and such officer had so many offenses, it makes that shit more easier to pull up and I guess reprimand an officer. You know how the blue wall of silence is. You got to go through super court records normally to kind of, subpoena records and everything is sealed and they make you go through an arm and a leg in Congress that you can never get through. So I mean, little appeasement. But I said, so we got Social Security about to get hit. And them jerks for blacks for Trump, whatever, man. Oh, hey, but there's other people now that are complaining because the good people have got caught up in the mass firings. Yeah, I guess they thought it was only either Democrats that were going to get fired or just people they didn't like. Now you got people petitioning on X or in Instagram and all kind of stuff, saying how they have lost their jobs. Like one dude, he definitely got a touching story. He voted for Trump. Apparently I think he works for the FDA. It pretty sound like he got an important job. Got fired for low ratings on his evaluation. But apparently everywhere along the line, he's got, basically A's across the board. In other words, some bullshit. But now he's begging to make the situation right. That's what everybody's saying. Oh, let's make this right. Let's make this right. So I guess you get your job back, but forget everybody else. I should have made this right by voting for the right person to get up in there in the first place. I mean, I can say this. Whether you thought who the right person was, is your opinion. But I mean, we do have a strong two-party system. But I will say that some of y'all didn't think it through. As my homegirl, the Hobbit lady, would say. Some of y'all didn't think this through. And speaking of people who didn't think it through, more federal workers. And then people, this dude went and fired about 300. Well, at first it was reported that it was basically 300 people from another government agency. Well, the government agency is an important government agency, and they had to respond to said firings because they are the ones that control our nuclear weapons system. They basically overlook everything from the supplier chains, making sure everything is kept safe and things run smoothly. Well, these assholes went and fired, about 300 people from the agency. The agency said it was more like 50 and they did clerical work. But even let's just say if it was 50, they did clerical work. Anything that's got to do with our nuclear safety and stuff like that, well, I'm sure it's pretty fucking important clerical work. So, I mean, we got a guy in charge who is hell bent on doing what he wants to do. Every day he's trying to give himself more political powers and independent powers. He fires everybody that's independent that can threaten him. And while people waiting on tax returns, you laid off 6,700 employees from the IRS. And we have turned to Russian ball sack riders. I can pretty much, being I don't have a big network behind me, I can pretty much say almost what I want to say. And, hey man, either A, these guys have got something on them or he's down with them. Because now we have changed our whole tune from being so-called against these people to now we trying to get open partnerships. We trying to jerk Ukraine, and that's to put it lightly, trying to keep my language somewhat limited. We trying to jerk Ukraine out of their minerals, security deals. We trying to blame the whole war on them as if Putin didn't surround their country and invade them. Like, I mean, like they asked for that shit. So, I mean, And this guy Trump is trying to openly say, "I see you got something that you want to throw in there," but I mean, are we denying that he's doing a reversal and a blaming on Ukraine?
No, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm just
So
asking. Um, why should we care about Ukraine?
good point. Good point. What I'm gonna say is this, and trust me, from my understanding, them, I mean, because they kind of Russian anyway. I mean, they ain't really got no love for black folks, no way. So maybe I shouldn't personally care about them. But we are supposed to be the United States, the moral standard of the world. Oh,
Okay, okay, okay. All right, go ahead, go ahead.
okay. We are supposed to be the moral standard of the world.
Now, but are because we live here, are we a part of that?
right. That's what I'm saying.
Meaning black people. Are we really a part of that, or we just happen to live here and they need us here?
Well, that's kind of another conversation.
I
That's
mean,
I'm referring to the United States in general. Uh,
okay,
as far
okay,
as why
gotcha.
should we care about
Okay,
it? I've already stated that from my understanding, they don't really care about black people. So, or have
yeah,
any particular
I'm just
love.
saying, why would black people care about what happens in Ukraine? That's. I
Right.
mean,
Well, everything is not
why does
isolated.
anybody care about what happens in Ukraine?
Huh?
Anybody in America? Why would anybody in America care about what happens in Ukraine?
Well, because Putin, man, I mean, he has to be stopped because he's almost like put it this way. We watched another guy, you know, 80 years ago or so, take a country or two and then another country or two. And everybody was like, oh, fuck it. It's just that country. It's really not our concern, and then take another one. And then everybody was like, well, you know what? All right, we'll go ahead and give him that. Maybe he'll chill. You understand what I'm saying? Next thing you know, the dude is on the worldwide warpath. So that's one of the reasons why we should care, in my opinion.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, man, and just like I said, man, this dude Putin, I don't know, they got something on this dude. They got some pictures of this dude in a vulnerable position. Uh, something. Got some type of deal going on. Oh, and speaking of deals, while this dude is cutting everybody else jobs with the DOGE force, I think so far he's already spent $10.7 million in taxpayer money on golf trips. When, I remember he used to riff about Obama and how much golf he used to play when he had knocked more golf out in his first like year or two than Obama played in his whole eight. So I mean, it's just little things, people. So I
Hey,
mean,
hey, Negroes can't be spending no money on golf. You
but,
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? Negroes can't get away with that.
speaking of, oh, real quick, hey, you people out there that's listening, talked to one of my homegirls yesterday. Shout out to friend. And I'm glad some people are taking this DEI rollback stuff serious. I don't want to be the only person trying to make a dent in these people's pockets. It ain't gonna work if it's just one of us. So hey man, if them people don't mess with you, don't mess with them. If they roll back from you, hey, roll back from them. I understand within reason you can't get around some of the stuff. Hey man, if you got to shop at Walmart, you got to shop at Walmart. If that's where your dollar takes you. But if you can maybe stand to spend a few dollars in somewhere else, uh, there's multiple stores, that support or at the very least have made a stand to kind of be with us, so to speak. Spend your money with them. Like I said, if they don't mess with you, don't mess with them. Uh, they roll back from you, roll back your dollars from them. They'll get it. We spend a lot of money in this country. I think my brother has more accurate figures than I do, but we spend a lot of money in this country, and it seems like it's unappreciated
And
spent
when
money.
we say we talking about black people.
Yeah, yes, sir. Now that's
That's
the
what we
we.
talking
That's the we. So hey, hey, people, all I'm saying is wake up. Uh, I'm finished pretty much ranting. So I mean, all I said is we'll be back next week and some more stuff is gonna happen. Unfortunately, some real people are gonna lose their jobs because these aren't just numbers on the screen. These are people that have to go home, they got families, and next thing you know, they're like, oh shit, I ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't got no job? Well, the dude that fucking voted for fired me. Basically. So I mean, some of these people are feeling blindsided. Uh, but he told you, like my brother said, he told you what he was going to do. You just thought he was bullshitting or didn't think it applied to you. I guess you thought everybody in the rally was safe.
Well, he told you, look, he told you he was going to pardon everybody. Hey, what did he do? He pardoned everybody. He told you he's going to give her the DEI. And most companies are compliant. A lot of companies are not. A lot of companies are. You know what I'm
I will
saying?
say shout out to Costco. I'm glad you brought that up. Even if they fold in the end, because we know the government's the government and they have, ways of unseen pressure. I mean, because when have attorney generals ask people to, hey, stop hiring? Basically, what you're saying is people other than white men. That's really what you're saying because it affects white women as well. It affects women in whole, diverse as
Affects white women the most. White
female.
women are the most uh, 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 are the most to get affirmative action and now DEI. So you know,
So yeah, you people that want your children to be taught the right way instead of it just be a free for all for who got the most money to send them to what school. Department of Education. That's also getting pretty much getting shipped out as well. So I mean,
look. This is what I will say about that. I just think that our kids will be served better not having to be at school at 7 o'clock in the morning. Like they have actual jobs. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, and I don't know about any other state. So I'm talking about Florida, where I live. It's 5:15 in the morning, and my kids did this. They got to be. It's pitch dark on a corner, waiting for a bus. No sidewalks. And I'm just talking about this us. Nobody. I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm just talking about where I live. You know what I'm saying? These high school kids, you know what I'm saying, out at pitch dark, 5:15 in the morning, with no damn sidewalks, waiting on the damn school bus. It's to ride an hour and a half to be at school by 7.
does the Department of Education dictate that?
What else do they dictate?
I
They
mean,
don't dictate.
I'm just saying because I
Yeah,
mean,
they
I
dictate what
don't.
time
What is what
people
I'm
got.
saying? I don't think so because I mean, not that I'm
So,
out of that
so you
time
said
all the time. I've never seen nobody out
the
this
Board
late.
of Education does not dictate what time kids
No,
have to
no,
go.
no, no, no. I said the Department of Education, as in the federal agency.
Doesn't have a say in what time kids start school.
Right, but what I'm saying is this: is that not that I'm out at 5:15 all the time, but I mean, I've never seen no kids out here this early, and like you said,
Okay, I just real quick. Google, you know the name of your local high school?
yeah.
Google what time they gotta be at school. And remember, if they gotta be at school at 7:45, they still got a bus ride. And again, I know this. They gotta be at school. Them kids gotta be at school 7 o'clock.
It's at 7 to 3 p.m.
Bingo. So you can figure these niggas in school 8 hours, like a regular fucking job. And they get homework to bring home, which is crazy. They would be better served going to school from 10 a.m. when your brain actually wakes up, because your brain doesn't wake up till about 9, 10 o'clock. 10 to 4. That's what time kids should be going to school. They should not have any homework. You know what I'm saying? Learning the subjects, come home. How can listen? How can a kid master 6 to 8 subjects on a daily basis, but a teacher only can teach one subject. Because why? Because it's too much information for one person.
Well, I think that's a subject for another video. So I mean,
Anyway, but that's that. I mean, it can be tweaked. But anyway, the Department of Education can be tweaked.
so right on. Hey, YouTube, Instagram, go ahead, hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe, and drop a comment. Let us know what you feel. You feel maybe I feel you think I'm tripping. If you think everything cool, like dude doing a good job, hey, drop that in there. Let me know what's going on there. So I can laugh at your dumb ass when we on the boat together. And but anyway, uh drop in the comments. Let me know what you feel. And you know, Deep, take us on out.
All right, people. But we'll see y'all next week. I'm sure my brother will be something else to go off about, or maybe I'll see something. But we thank y'all, like, subscribe, comment, be like, thank y'all for the support. And just really quick, I want y'all to always remember inflation is not a real thing. It's just greedy CEOs. All right. All right, people. Deuces.